I'm Liz Bernier with HRPA, and this is HR Today. I'm here with Sébastien Sasseville. He had a session about peak performance in changing environments.
Correct.
So you have a background in as an athlete, correct?
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Could you tell us a little bit about your history?
Yes. Well, first diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 22. So that's the wild card that changed everything for me. Then went on to climb Mount Everest in 2008, run partly across the Sahara. So you see that element of change. How do you stay at the top of your game in a very different sport? And a few years later, ran across Canada. So that's about 180 marathons in 9 months.
Wow. Okay. So peak performance is something you know a little bit about, as with that
Yeah.
history as an athlete.
Yeah, definitely. So, throughout that journey, whether it was on a big peak or running literally one marathon a day, you learn quite a few things that I think are very valuable in a business, right? The way you stay performant, the way you stay current, and how you adapt to different situations, to different markets, different industry trends, right? Always with that goal in mind to stay in a leadership position. So a lot of parallels between sports and our businesses.
Absolutely. So could you talk to us a little bit about some of the specific ways you've seen that translate to business?
Yeah, definitely. So very much like an athlete, I think, reaching peak performance is not about being good all the time. So that's one thing I like to say. It's about being unbeatable when it matters the most. So let's say if you were in a sales role, you're in your car driving around from accounts to accounts every single day. So that's 8 hours in your car, and actually maybe 10, 15 minutes of actual interactions with clients. So when you're customer facing, you have to be unbeatable. And I like to say that again, very much with like in running. It's everything I did when I was not running, when I ran across Canada, that made me successful when I was running. Nutrition, sleep, stretching, and all that. So the visible part of success, when you're a sales rep, again, back to that example, is possible because of the invisible part of what you do. Continuous learning and training and going the extra mile, right, to know your product, et cetera, listen to your customers. So this is, one concrete example that I like to use, and it's definitely something that I talk about when I speak to businesses and different organizations.
Wonderful. Okay. So could you talk to me a little bit more about this concept of a rapidly changing environment? I know that's something every business and every sector is dealing with these days. So
Definitely. And again, whether you're wearing a veston or crampons, it's the same thing. You can be in a very high altitude. You never know when the environment is going to change. So one word that I'm pushing in the corporate world is corporate agility. So forget about adapting to change, because I think that's very reactive. Change is not an action, something you do when you have to do it. Change should be a culture, right? Something we do every single day. So the goal is not necessarily to adapt, but to become agile. And whether the change is imposed on you, on your business, on your organization, or even better, if you choose to transform yourself, transform your business, be that leader, use change as a weapon so you can win. If you're agile, you can do that much more efficient.
wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your personal experience with us. Really appreciate it. And I'm Liz Bernier. This is HR Today. Thanks for watching.